There is magic within the rhythms that shape our lives. Until you sense it, you are controlled by unseen vibrations. As you learn to embrace this magic within your soul, you become a new kind of human. Karma is the presence of the resonance of the past. It is the momentum of our habits, choices, and feelings. Karma exists as vibrating energy and lives within our bodies. This video will explore how to heal karma through various metaphors and real-world examples. This makes the concepts accessible and relevant to all viewers, regardless of your spiritual background. Understanding our interaction with karmic energies can lead to profound insights and transformative changes in our lives. This video will teach you how to make these changes real. The nature of karmic energy. Karma is dense, encoded energy that contains the momentum of our past, our actions, our thoughts, and our emotions. The more critical a choice, the stronger its karma. The more persistent the pattern, the more its resonance lasts. By learning to sense karma, we gain the power to work with it directly. This opens the door to recognize what karmic influences are and enables us to break karmic cycles. For a deeper overview of how to do this, please explore the video Karmic Crash Course, linked in the description below. Each day we awaken in these bodies with pure light fueling our being. Yet this resonance becomes fractured into different energies, much like a prism refracts hues of light. Major patterns from our past, traumas and unrealized dreams, live on. They exist in direct relationship to how they began. Thus, we still sing the music of our past until we learn how to change it. These hues of energy naturally gravitate back into unity, yet our ideas about them generate roles that carry different lessons and experiences necessary for our growth. Until we learn them, we remain fractured. Until we fully understand and embrace these karmic fractured energies as parts of a deeper whole, we live within the karmic ocean and must play roles with other people who are also entangled with similar karma. To heal this karma, we must reconcile and honor their ultimate unity. Roles and relationships within karma. There is one crucial lesson to embrace that will liberate you from many karmic patterns and mistakes. When you are wounded in a particular way, you carry the potential to wound someone else in a similar way. This is the shadow. It is not inevitable that you will live it out, yet ignoring your potential to do so can be perilous. The resonance of this shadow exists, and it surfaces during times of vulnerability. When you have been hurt, the simplest way to avoid pain is to hurt someone else. Why? Any trauma exists as an energetic resonance. The experience of being traumatized fractures our energy into a pattern that is in exact relationship to the initial wound. You may experience being victimized by an aggressive energy in the form of a person. Yet the pattern that you carry includes both the victimization and the aggression. They are part of a unified whole. Thus, the simplest way to avoid pain is to shift your role. You are carrying both the aggressor and the victim, the receptive and the assertive force. Thus, when you identify as the victim because that is the experience you lived, you still carry the alternate energy. When you shift the role, you're simply shifting within yourself. It's accessible, and it immediately enables you to escape the pain temporarily. To fully heal the karma, it is necessary to address every layer of its energetic presence. This can be difficult to do when the presence of the resonance of aggression remains vivid in your memory. The shadow sides of trauma. Imagine you have been bullied in school. One day you were cornered, harassed, and beaten without witnesses. The memory of this experience lasts. It is naturally powerful. The experience haunts you, and you keep looking around the corner, afraid of a repetition of the trauma. The presence lives on as energy and can be stronger than the rest of your life experience. The wound is wound up energy in a direct relation to the initial experience. It exists. Both your pain, fear, and victimization and the presence of the abusive energy last within you. The aggression of the abuser is with you too. It exists, and you will naturally feed it. You may relate with it as if it is an external force, yet it is fed by your own essence. Naturally, you will want to change this experience. The horrible truth is that it is much easier to change it by hurting someone else than it is to fully heal the karma. What happens when you hurt another? You fuel the same pattern. Now you've been both roles, so it becomes even more difficult to escape the presence of the initial resonance. It feels like change and empowerment to assert dominance in a space where you've been disempowered and victimized. Yet the cost is that you invest more energy in the same energetic karma. In Sanskrit, this is known as the cycle of samsara. You will play many roles until you learn to realize that they are all part of the same thing. These vibrations are present. They have magnetism. The more you live with their influence, the more they draw your daily spiritual presence. This is the shadow side of the law of attraction. All energy magnetizes itself. Thus, you will draw people and events to you based in the nature of your karmic vibrations. They will be in tune with the same cycles you are. Some of them will want to abuse you, and some of them will want to be abused. It will all keep fueling the same patterns. Transforming karmic interactions. The key to healing these cycles is to stop identifying right and wrong within the cycle. Go deeper and seek to change the undercurrents of the energy itself. Of course, no one deserves to be abused, yet the key here is to realize that most of these patterns are not as simple as bully and victim. They exist in shades of gray. In such dynamics, each person and each perspective believes they are right within a power struggle. They think they have the right to assert power over the other. Yet these roles are more similar with their rivals and even their enemies than they are with people who do not bear such karma. Imagine someone gets teased at school for the clothes they wear. They experience this cruelty and cannot escape thinking about it and re-experiencing the painful feelings. They contemplate revenge, which immediately offers them an escape from the trapped negative thoughts. So they go and drip paint into their bully's locker and ruin the supposedly cool clothing. In isolation, with control of the narrative, this could seem fair, like the good guy wins. Yet in reality, karmic energy doesn't recognize righteousness. The energy always seeks wholeness. Thus, if you act to damage another, you perpetuate the presence of the negative energy. The cycle will continue. The person with clothes soiled by paint may smear mud on the other, and then the next encounter may result in physical violence. The key to breaking such cycles is to be free of the energy entirely. It isn't enough to refuse vengeance, because you may still carry the energy and actually attract more abuse. The key is to get outside the energy entirely and witness it. How you perceive will shape how you proceed. You must write a new story without allowing the karma to dominate your narrative in your mind. Wherever you are in the cycle, whether you have ever been an abusive bully or not, it is necessary to stop the power struggle entirely. This means you stop imagining freedom through the act of revenge. This may involve winning, and it may not. We are redefining true victory as healing for everyone, or at least the dream of it. Transcending power struggles. The crucial piece here is to embody new energy with more presence than the initial karmic dynamics. You must do this to transcend the energy within you. The fact that this actually may dominate the bully is a fringe benefit. In the real world, you may have to back off the aggressor by exposing them, perhaps stand up to them, yet simply refuse to revel in it. The key is to disengage from identifying with the karma entirely. The principles of Aikido teach us to understand and redirect the energy of conflict. They are a phenomenal guideline to healing karma. Mordechai Ueshuba was a dominant martial artist who faced potential death in the hands of his greatest opponent. At the peak of their fight, he realized that he was facing himself. This person he fought with was more like him than any other person he knew. All of his friends and family did not understand him as well as this opponent, whose skills were so like his own. In this moment, he realized that fighting for dominance kept him trapped within the same pattern. He could not win the fight without losing this deep spiritual affinity he saw within his rival's eyes. To truly win, he had to stop asserting his power over and learn to leave the pattern entirely. To win with his rival was a much more transcendent goal than to beat him in a fight. He went on to develop Aikido, a martial arts form in which aggression is redirected back into itself. A punch gets twisted and thrown to the ground. A kick gets parried and tripped. The harder an opponent hits, the harder they fall. If they don't hit, there is no fight. In this commitment, when no one seeks dominance, there is no fight. By valuing the deeper spiritual kinship with a rival and even enemies, we change the energy entirely. The most fundamental piece of this art is forgiveness. You must be able to forgive wrongs done to you in order to be free from the grip of their energy. If you do not forgive, you will continue to live in direct relationship to old pain. Your thoughts will be shaped by it. No victory in a fight for dominance will free you. In forgiveness, you transcend this belief that aggression can create meaningful victory. Learn to win by redirecting aggression. Be stronger and more centered than those who wish you ill by praying for them and their well-being along with your own. If they remain in the struggle for power, they may still suffer, and you may still need to fight and even defeat them. Yet do not stay with the idea that this is true victory, for it is sadness to see them trapped in karma. Refuse to become a person in relation to fractured energy. Instead, identify with the love that can forgive and thus make a love in this world that is stronger than the anger and the pain. The path to karmic resolution. Real life is rarely as simple as good and bad, yet many of us are prone to interpreting it in this way by focusing on our own priorities and values and minimizing the values of other people. Thus, by seeing an opponent with compassion and perhaps empathizing with their position, you presence the unity of love amidst the karmic drama. This interrupts the pattern, escaping the power struggle and the fight for position and dominance. The love itself seeks unity and asserts dominance in a way that offers the other person a road out as well. Remember, karma has gravity. By presuming we have been drawn together with others who share a similar karma, we create space for compassion. We respect that they may seek healing as well, and we transcend judgment in a sense that we need to dominate them in order to succeed. And here comes, in many ways, the deepest challenge. It is not possible to hold compassion for another if you do not hold it for yourself. The act of forgiving another necessitates that you heal the fear and pain you carry within yourself. Karmic cycles begin in a very specific way. An individual chooses to attempt to dominate someone else rather than face their own vulnerable feelings. The shift within to face yourself and heal is what makes it impossible to continue to hate another. And a part of the devastating nature of healing is that as we accept our own vulnerability, we awaken to see that those we have been fighting with are much like ourselves. They are in pain too. As we awaken to feel our own need to heal and extend this to those with whom we have been struggling, we begin to play this new kind of role, helping others to redirect their aggression and face their own need to heal, finding a path that brings unity. Conclusion. To heal karmic cycles, it is crucial we understand and interact with karma as dense energy. We can learn to feel it and rechannel it. Eventually, this work will pay off, and the initial karma will dissolve, leaving us free from its influence. To succeed, we must embrace all karmic roles with compassion. Everyone trapped in karma is suffering. All karmic roles are a trap that needs healing and transcendence. Crucially, compassion creates distance from the initial energy. Compassion itself transcends karma. It is the ability to witness the energy from the outside and rest in the love beyond the magnetism of the karmic force. Consider how to apply these insights in your own life. Learn to view every challenge as an opportunity to practice these principles and progress spiritually. We invite you to explore chakra work in depth. Chakras naturally attune to different hues of energetic light within our spiritual body. Yet unlike the fractured nature of karma, chakras naturally gravitate in a consistent relationship with the earth's spirit. Thus, the intrinsic desire of the fractured energies to be drawn back together works with the earth's presence to bring us into relationship with a healthy energy before we fully heal. Thus, we can heal by doing the work within ourselves. When we work with our chakras, we can uncover our karma and learn to see it clearly. By regularly reading, cleansing, and tuning our chakras, we heal karma patiently. And as soon as we embrace this commitment to own the energy within ourselves, we will stop attracting drama to us before we've fully healed the karma. Thus, we gain the influence to improve our lives dramatically through the courage to own who we truly are. Please visit wildflowerfire.com and explore the chakra yoga courses designed to facilitate this process. By facing your challenges with a spiritual practice, you will liberate yourself from many karmic cycles and empower your life to focus on your true dreams.